I salute you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. We are kings and queens, and we overcome the world. We are live and direct again. This let me say 23 minutes past the hour of 11 p.m. Nigerian time. And I know that Nigeria is a little bit 1 hour ahead of mine. I salute you if you are watching me. We are live and direct. It's going to be another wonderful conversation. I'm just going to do a quick one because I know it's late, but I just feel like I need to come live because I've not been coming live. You see, we have defeated all defeatable, so there's no need. I getting me now. We have defeated all defeatables because we are kings and queens and we have overcome the world. That is who we are. We are going to continue to defeat all defeatables. You understand me? It doesn't matter the lies and propaganda. It doesn't matter whatever they're going to say. They have seen that all their lies have failed. All their propaganda can fail, has failed. Even the so-called, what they call them, IPOP Biafra, using their leaders in the name of Idwanyawu or Wanyawu, saying that Lagos was a swamp before the IPOP came or Biafra came to develop Lagos. That is a sign of jealousy. That is a sign that you can see that it has always been Lagos. Lagos has always been the target of the IPOP Biafra people and other people who are so much of interest in Lagos. We have seen of recent, we have seen so much of people showing so much of interest in Lagos. Like, in fact, without Lagos, it's like they cannot exist. So that tells you that the interest has always been Lagos. The target has always been Lagos. They have been so jealous of Lagos for a very long time that Lagos have improved and they are not happy about it. So you can see that all the things is coming out. I'm so much happy that we will trigger them for them to continue to speak, to say their mind, because when they speak and say all the things that is in their heart, you begin to see that there's a lot of evil, a lot of mindset in them that have made them to continue to behave the way they behave. In fact, they used over 3 years to fight Nigeria. Nigeria is supposed to have progressed today, but they brought us back. And at the same time, they are telling you that they are the one that developed Lagos. They are the one that made Nigeria to be the way it is. In fact, they claim that without them, Nigeria cannot function. And when we talk about it and they say, oh, you don't like us, but you are the one that is creating the division and the problem that we are seeing today. And you use your mouth and talk. When other people talk, you say, oh, they don't like us, they don't say, but when we are saying the truth, that your what do you call it? Your victim card is no longer functioning because Nigerians cannot see that your victim card will not work. You have been playing the victim card for so many times, for so long. Before you were talking about marginalization, and everybody has proven to you that there is no one in Nigeria that is marginalized today. Are you getting me now? There is no one in Nigeria that is marginalized today. If your place is not working, if your own state or local government is not working, if your region is not working, it's your governor. Go and hold your governors accountable. We have said that many, many times. But you see, they have been trying to use propaganda to deceive many people, but today we have seen it. They use propaganda to deceive me. I was deceived by the IPOP criminals, Biafra IPOP criminal people. I was deceived by their propaganda. In fact, through the course of this conversation today, there's something I'm going to play for you so that you will understand how they use the cunning ways like they have been using in the past. Just like my father. My father told me, my father and our forefathers told us, the game that they have been using for a very long time to deceive so many people, to get people onto their side. We know the truth. In fact, somebody came to my inbox today and said, do you know that there are so many local governments in Abia State that speaks, they said, do you know that there are so many local governments in Akwa Ibom that speaks Igbo? So that means that Akwa Ibom is Igbo. I say, you are stupid. You think that we are stupid? You think that we don't know the war that you guys brought to Akwa Ibom, that you are still fighting even between the borders of Ngwa and all those areas? You are still fighting us within Aruchukwu area, where you stole some part of our Akwa Ibom. That is how you have been moving from place to place, looking for how to steal places. You wanted to steal Akwa Ibom, steal the languages, and take it and say, oh, we are nothing. But all those things exposed. We understand all those things. The Igbo project that they wanted to do to colonize all the other small tribes and put it and say they are Igbos failed. We understand it. We know it. So don't worry. We understand the game. Every time you run your propaganda, we understand it. And I'm telling you to your face that your propaganda has failed. Your victim card, all those victim cards you have been playing for a very long time has failed. And I've told you, I don't have problem with you because I say that all of you are coming to attack me in my inbox. I'm telling you openly. I'm not hiding my name, my face. You can see my name, my real name. I'm not like you. I've told you that you are free to shout your Biafra. You are free to do your IPOP, but don't put Akwa Ibom inside it. As long as you put Akwa Ibom inside it, your Biafra is a fraud. It's a Biafra fraud, and it can never work. I've told you before. Now, the northern elders have said, if the Igbos, if the elders of Igbo land, if the politicians, the leaders, if you are ready, if you want this, your Biafra, raise it up and we will support you. I've not seen any Igbo leader or any Biafra leader in the National Assembly or anywhere to bring up the point or bring up the conversation that they want Biafra. You understand me? So we are waiting for you to bring up your Biafra, because it is very, very clear that Akwa Ibom can never be part of your criminality, because Biafra is criminality. What do they call it? Ijo, Bayasa, all those areas, we can never be part of your criminality. So that is why you are angry with me. I understand your predicament, I understand your problem, but you see, it will not stop it. It will not stop the truth. I've told you before, continue reporting this page from now till tomorrow. If you cannot bring it down in Sima, the first son of Idu, Akparawa and Sima from Akwa Ibom, we will continue to expose your criminality. And I've told you that this is not like before. That is why you are always calling Akwa Ibom people, Mumu people, house boys, house girls. You don't know anything. We understand. We understand. We understand all those things, but it is over. That time is over. Are you getting me now? That time is over. In fact, I can remind you of something that will make you to think very, very well. I can remind you of something that will make you to think very, very well. Many of you have forgotten when Nnamdi Kanu said that time when Ralph Wasuduke was running Masop. Remember, Ralph Wasuduke was running Masop for before Nnamdi Kanu, of course, and Nnamdi Kanu was part of the people running Masop as a boy to Ralph Wasuduke. But at a point, Nnamdi Kanu started fighting Ralph Wasuduke, and he said he made a broadcast and said if Ralph Wasuduke should remove his hands from this Biafra, that he's going to get it in 18 months. Nnamdi Kanu in his broadcast said if Ralph Wasuduke remove hand in this Biafra, that he's going to get Biafra in 18 months. My brother, this is more than 10 years or almost 10 years. Biafra has not come. Are you getting me now? So that is a lesson for you to learn. But I know that you will not learn. You will not learn because you are propaganda. I once supported IPOP Biafra. That is why I'm proud to open up to say this thing today, that anything Biafra IPOP is a fraud, a criminal entity, and must be and must be punished. There must be consequences. And that is why, because I know that it's a criminal entity. IPOP Biafra is a criminal entity. That is what you don't like. And I'm telling you the truth. So if you like, you can report my pages from now till tomorrow, my brother. It will not stop me. And you see, I will still be here. There is nothing that is going to happen. I get it now. There's nothing that is going to happen. You know, we have more evidence, and I can confirm to you that anything Biafra IPOP is a fraud. Look at your elder today, Iran Wanyawu or Wanyawu. This is opportunity for him to raise the topic that he won Biafra, because the northern elders have said, oh, if the Igbos want Biafra, they should come and say it now. So it's more than 24 hours. Igbo leaders have not come out to say, oh, we truly want Biafra. It's a challenge. Igbo leaders should come and say, we want Biafra now, we want to go. Instead of you to run propaganda and cause problem everywhere, allowing some miscreant IPOP Biafra criminals to be running propaganda everywhere. Akwa Ibom can never be part of it. It's not the part that you stole some part of Akwa Ibom and put it in Abia State. We know the story, but we just leave it. There are so many things we know, but we leave it. I've told you before, whenever I tell you that our job is to make sure we continue to fight in order to protect our land. I don't know what you think I'm talking about, but you don't understand. Very soon you will understand. Very, very soon. But I'm just letting you know that we understand your criminality. It is over. Your victim card is over. Everywhere you go, you say you are the one that created it. How can a whole elder that is more than 70, how many years that man is Iran Wanyu or Emmanuel Wanyu or what? How can you say that Lagos was a swamp and you came and you changed it? Yet your place is like, it's more than a swamp. Your place is nothing to write home about. You have not changed it. You see, that is how you will know that the target has always been Lagos. You understand me? You run from place to place, talking rubbish, looking for what to say. Small time now. That's why we have noticed that all of you, since the people in Lagos have started driving all of you out, you are now running to Akwa Ibom. We understand. You understand. You are now running to Akwa Ibom. Very soon now, you will say Akwa Ibom is that you develop Akwa Ibom. We are waiting for you. Very soon now, Emmanuel Anyanwanyu will say you develop Akwa Ibom. We are waiting for you to come and say you develop Akwa Ibom. You see, anywhere that is developed, that is where you run to. We know. When you get there, you started claiming. You started claiming that you developed the place. You see, when will you stop running this, your victim card, and join hands to develop the country? Because right now, what we need is people that will develop the country. How will you develop the country? Develop your region. Develop your place. Stop running from place to place, looking for a place to say, oh, you are the one that developed this. You are the one that developed this. You are the one that, when your own place, you cannot build it. Are you getting me now? cannot build your own place. I want you to listen to this. Listen to this conversation so that you understand what I'm talking about. This one is I thought people I block all of you. Economic forum, idiot speaking with both sides of his mouth. Look at this one. You think that I'm stupid? If you like, go and bring all my videos of your propaganda. You understand me? Go and bring all my videos and do your propaganda. It does not stop anything. I say I supported IPOP Biafra until I discover your criminality. This is one of the criminality I want to play for you. Listen, this is the voice of Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to pay attention. Until when I discovered this criminality of IPOP and Nnamdi Kanu himself, I knew that Biafra is a scam. It's a political machine that they use to put. They try to use it to put Obi as president. He failed. 2019, Nnamdi Kanu collected a deal, signed and sealed. He said it many times. I have a copy of the tweet. So he was saying that that Ralph Wasirige was supporting APC. What's his name? Charles. What's his name? That man. Okorocha was supporting APC. He was fighting APC. He was fighting Charles for supporting APC. He was fighting Ralph Wasirige for supporting APC. But Nnamdi Kanu and IPOP did the same thing in 2019. We understand it. I said I supported IPOP Biafra until I discovered that it is criminality. They are the one terrorizing the whole of the country, setting up IPOP, setting up ESN to be trouble everywhere. They go to Ondo, is it Ondo or war, and they started creating problems. They started saying, "Oh, Yoruba nation," They go everywhere, started causing problems, and they started using it as a propaganda. 10 years, Nnamdi Kanu run a propaganda. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOP presented himself as a savior, as a saint. Saint Nnamdi Kanu. I want to play to because when I listened to Nnamdi Kanu, I was thinking that he's fighting for the growth of Nigeria because, of course, we never had good leaders. I was expecting that he was advocating for good leaders, for good leadership, for resource control, and to development of the country. I never knew that they were using IPOP for their own propaganda. Listen to this so that you understand what I'm talking about. Pay attention to Nnamdi Kanu saying that if Ralph Wasirige should remove his hand from IPOP, that he's going to get Biafra in 18 months. Do you know when he said this? Nnamdi Kanu run IPOP for nearly 10 years. Biafra has not come. They keep running propaganda.
Election in Anambra State. That Masop is supporting APC. It is being carried by Vanguard newspaper as authentic. Ujuku Junior is warning Owasike to stay away from
Nigeria election.
So that was Nnamdi Kanu saying that Ralph Wasirige was supporting APC in Anambra State. So he was mad. He was mad at it. But in 2019, there was a deal that was signed and sealed. Obi, in collaboration with Atiku, in PDP, running for election, for presidency, they all failed. Remember, they failed. But the deal was signed and sealed. So when I begin to discover all this criminality, I say, no, we can never be part of people who are complaining of the same thing, but their own is even the worst. Their own is that they are even setting up terrorist organization, kidnapping people, making life difficult for people. I can never be followed. My people are already suffering. So why should I be part of IPOP that have discovered that they are criminals? You understand me? Biafra criminals. You see? So I started exposing them and they are mad. My brother, I will not stop it. If I don't know it, I will say it's because I know it. And that is why you are angry with me. It will not stop the truth. Now, that was Nnamdi Kanu shouting and say, oh, that they supported APC in Anambra, this and that. But listen to it. You listen to the main point now. He said that Ralph Wasirige should remove his hand in IPOP or Biafra. That when that Ralph Wasirige, if Ralph Wasirige remove his hand, that is going to bring Biafra in 18 months. My brother, it's nearly 10 years. Biafra fraud have not come because it's a fraud. You understand me? Please pay attention to this.
The vandals. When we tell people never hand people who can't reason properly. It's very clear. This man campaigned for Hakim. This man took money from Rochas Okorocha. This same idiot asked Al Mustafa to come to our land, gave him a 21 gun salute.
He was shouting that people take money from people for campaign for people. But in 2019, Nnamdi Kanu did the same. Whether he was the one that collected it, whether he's the one that supervised it, he don't care. On his page, on Nnamdi Kanu's page, he said there was a deal that was signed and sealed. He never condemned it. He never stopped it. He said that there was a deal that was signed and sealed. In fact, he even told us in his mouth that he went for negotiation with some people, and then whatever, nothing. We did not hear it there. But listen, he was complaining. And then pay attention to this side of the story. Very important side of the story. Pay attention to this.
This imbecile is now supporting APC.
Okay.
Leave him, let him do his thing.
Did you hear that? When you listen to Nnamdi Kanu, you would think that Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. Saint Nnamdi Kanu, just like Obi. They always present themselves as if they have not done anything so bad. Have you listened? Did Obi faulted himself in any way during the campaign or anytime he speak? Obi will always claim that he did everything good, he knows better. But when you go to the place, is the worst. I get him in, he's the worst, and there's nothing to write him about. That is what we are talking about. That was the same way Nnamdi Kanu presented himself. When he started, he was like, oh, we want good thing, he need justice and all of that, until the thing graduated. Whether it's through him or by his supporters or by his friends or people, sponsors, we don't care. But he was the leader of IPOP and Biafra. And all these things happened under his watch. The same thing he was blaming people, the same thing he was condemning happened under his watch. Are you getting me? So that is how we know that all these things are nonsense and criminality. But pay attention to
people now see the consequence of it, of allowing evil to fester.
Okay.
Oh, boil. Before a boil goes, you will open it. Before it goes. If it doesn't, it will not go.
Okay.
It will keep festering.
Okay.
It's like a cancer, you cut it out.
You hear that? That was Nnamdi Kanu say it's like a cancer, you cut it out. That was how they started taking the life of people. They believe that anybody that criticizes them, anybody that say contrary to what they believe, you have to cut it off. That is like a cancer. So they started taking the life of people gradually. Anybody that speak against them, if you just do anything, they will just cut your life. They will just either they will come to your family, destroy everything, do whatever in the name of Biafra. In the name of Biafra. Are you saying it? In the name of Biafra. Do you understand me? In the name of Biafra. But this is the part of this conversation that I love the most. And I want you to pay attention to what he said. He said very categorically and in the public, he said that if Raf Wasubige remove his hand from Biafra, that is going to get Biafra in the next 18 months. Of course, Nnamdi Kanu run IPOP for nearly 10 years now, before he was finally arrested. Now, as in DSS dungeon, Biafra never come. They were using IPOP for their political gains. They go and collect amnesty. They just use the IPOP. You know, the governors will be using them and be doing whatever they like. You understand me? That is why they never talk about the governors. They never fight the governors. They never hold their governors accountable. They never ask them questions. Where is the federal government allocations? Because they were not interested in that. They were interested in collecting money, in doing their own bid, in doing their own thing, to be the champion, to be the boss, you know, to be shouting and be making noise on social media. They will go in because they were in social media everywhere. If you talk, they will shut down your account. They will report your page. That is the same method that they are trying to do. My brother, I told them, I've been telling you, it's more than how many years now. I keep saying my truth every day. I say, if you are IPOP or Biafra or anybody, shut down this page. You cannot. You think it's my noise? You cannot. But look at it. Listen to the voice. Listen to this part of the voice that will shock you. This is the one that will shock you. Listen now. Today, you are hearing everybody say, oh, they should release Nnamdi Kanu. They don't obey court orders. They don't do all these things. I will remind them of what Nnamdi Kanu said before now. Are you getting me now? I will remind them. Pay attention to
these people are evil beyond imagination.
Okay.
They are the ones standing before us and Biafra. I have said to Wazirike before privately, if you step aside in this struggle, if you give me 18 months, there is no Biafra, I will hang myself publicly.
Okay.
Did you hear that? Nnamdi Kanu said, I have told Wazirike in private that if you remove your hand in this Biafra, I will get Biafra in 18 months. Nearly 10 years. Nearly 10 years. There is no Igbo leader or political leader that can come out openly to say we need Biafra or raise the motion in anywhere in the National Assembly or in the House of Rep, anywhere to say yes, the Igbos, they don't like Nigeria, they want to go. There is nowhere anywhere. There is nowhere. They will just be hiding under IPOP and terrorists, criminals, you know, running propaganda, trying to cause confusion everywhere. Are you getting me now? But did you hear what Nnamdi Kanu said? That if Raf was going to remove his hand for IPOP or anything Biafra, that is going to get Biafra in 18 months. My brother, nearly 10 years now, they are still running propaganda. It's a propaganda machine. They use IPOP as propaganda machine, even as we speak. Are you getting me now? Pay attention to it.
It's like a cancer, you cut it out. These people are evil beyond imagination.
Okay.
They are the ones standing before us and Biafra. I have said to Wazirike before privately, If you step aside in this struggle, if you give me 18 months, there is no Biafra, I'll hang myself publicly.
So let's talk about that. So Nnamdi Kanu say he's going to hang himself after 18 months. He's going to hang himself, number one, if he did not get Biafra. It's nearly 10 months. Nnamdi Kanu did not hang himself. Number two, Nnamdi Kanu in a TV, national television, in his broadcast with, who was that? He said to everybody that if they tell us it was a challenge, which I made a video too, challenging Buhari. I said Nnamdi Kanu said to Buhari that if they can prove that Buhari is alive, that he's going to, is he going to stop IPOB, he's going to stop Biafra or whatever. They took Nnamdi Kanu to Buhari and they show him live and direct up to today. Are you getting me now? So, two statements. If Rao Wasifike remove his hand in IPOP in this struggle, they call it struggle, because I'm not in any struggle with anybody. Are you getting me? You continue to struggle forever and ever. You get the point? That is why you are in a struggle. You get the point now? So they say, if you remove hand in this struggle, I'm going to get Biafra for you in 18 months. My brother, 18 months came and gone. Now it's nearly 10 years. Biafra has not come. No leader in Igbo land that have said, oh, they really want this and that. We don't like Nigeria. We don't want this and that. Come out and speak. This is time. Are you getting me now? Come out and speak, or forever you remain silent. You understand? Silent. Are you getting me now? 18 months passed. Biafra did not come. Nearly 10 years now. And now he said, if Buhari is alive, he speak the whatever is going to stop it. Are you getting me now? So I'm just bringing this point. The reason why I'm bringing this point is to let them know that we understand. You see all those your lies when you say, oh, some part of Akwa Ibom they speak Igbo, because they speak Igbo, so is Biafra or has any connection to do with Igbo. You are deceiving yourself. We understand all the criminality, all the fight, all the propaganda that Igbo are doing for a very long time. You know, trying to take over Akwa Ibom, trying to, you know, Columbia everybody. You use intermarriage, you do all kinds of things. We understand the game, but I'm just telling you today that nonsense, that your discrimination game that you have been playing and a victim card is not going to work. Are you getting me now? Just count Akwa Ibom out of your stupidity, out of your criminality. Are you getting me now? Akwa Ibom people, we are indigenous people, we are Ibibio people, we are Anang, Oron, Efik, we are plenty people, we are own people. Are you getting me now? Stop putting Akwa Ibom in your map, in your Biafra map. You know, until I discover that you guys are a bunch of criminals. There is no Akwa Ibom person or Akwa Ibom or Efik or Oron people or Calabar people that will ever want to be part of that nonsense. If you want to form your own stuff, you are free. Just like we also have power to form whatever we want to form. Are you getting me now? This is a message that I'm resounding it every day to you, so that you get the point. So that I don't think that I've forgotten or we are giving it for that your nonsense propaganda. Are you getting me now? So now, can't you see how you have been so stupid? Now you are look at people coming to say, oh, that Lagos was a swamp. Do you know how many how many miles or kilometers from your region to get to Lagos? Do you know how long it is? Do you know the distance? You say before you say you own Lagos. Now Lagos is a swamp, or it was a swamp. You came and built it. Yet you go back to your place. There's nothing to write him about. You did not build your space. You did not develop your space. Can't you see that there's something actually wrong with you? It has always been the target. You know, just like you targeting some places, you are targeting Akwa Ibom, targeting Bayelsa, targeting Edo Delta, all those places to put in your map, thinking that is nonsense. That is stupidity. But that is not what I came to talk, because before I came to this broadcast, I saw some rubbish comments, abuse to me and all of that. My brother, this thing will not stop me. If I did not support you before, I wouldn't know what to say. But I supported you until I discovered your criminality. Are you getting me now? I discovered your criminality. So my conversation today is on the renewed hope agenda. You see, some days ago, several times I've seen many people celebrate people buying properties. You know, I've seen, of course, lots of celebrities. You know, when they buy properties, so many people are celebrating them, but you don't know how they struggle to buy that property, right? You don't know how these celebrities, you don't even know what these celebrities are doing to be able to get the properties. They buy properties, they buy new cars, and they are celebrating, right? I have also seen people celebrate people that build houses from scratch. So many people, they build their houses from scratch, and you celebrate them. But guess what? You were not there when they were building that house from scratch. You don't know the suffering they passed through. You don't know the challenges, money issues. You don't know what happened. for them to be able to get, to build that house until it is now time for people to celebrate, to come and live in it, until it is now finished, that it is now beautiful, that people can come to say, oh, we want to live in this house. Oh, it's a beautiful house. Oh, it's a mansion. But you don't know the processes that people pass through, right? So I want you to cast your mind back. Think very well, how that beautiful house that you are looking at, or that you want to live, or in your future, how it came to be. There's a process. There's a process of putting up the plans, or even buying the land if you do not have land, and then bringing people together to put the plans, and then building it, lay the foundation. And from laying the foundation, you are able to put blocks, and to get to that lintel level, to the level that you are able to plaster it and put roof and roofing and paint it. After even painting it, you need to also put furniture. Everything is a process. That is what Renewed Hope Agenda is. Renewed Hope Agenda is a foundation for the development of the country, for the growth of Nigeria. That is what I want. Whether you like it or not, whether you don't understand it, you will understand it, because when it is time for celebration, you will celebrate. You will be part of the people that, in fact, you are the one that even be shouting more, but you will forget the moment that you were causing abuses, playing curses and saying all manner of rubbish against President Tinubu or his government and his team. But you will not remember, because when it's time for celebration, you will celebrate. Just like when you join people to celebrate when they do their marriage, when they do their wedding, when they do their naming ceremony, when they launch their houses, when they are giving awards and titles. You don't know the process that they pass through. You don't know what they suffer to get to that level. You don't know the things that they put in place. You don't know sleepless night. Understand me? You don't know the loss of challenges, and fake, maybe they fail many times, they rise. You don't know, but you join to celebrate, right? Today, many people are celebrating the Blu-ray line, but I can tell you that when the plan was laid many years ago, there were people that was countering it. They were countering those plans of President Tinubu together with his team, trying to get funding to put the plans together for the Blu-ray line, and all the railway system that they are building across the southwest and even other places. You don't know, when they were doing these things, some people were not happy. If you reach out to people as at that time, you will find out that people were not happy. In fact, they accused even President Tinubu and others, maybe they were trying to embezzle money, or they were lying. But today, many people have joined others to celebrate the Blu-ray lines and other development that is going on in Lagos. That is the same way. That is what the Renewed Hope Agenda stands for. It stands for a period now in Nigeria where the foundation is being laid for success, for the future, for the hope of even young people, our children, because most of them will be the one to celebrate. You understand me? So if you don't understand it, there's no problem. You understand me? You can choose to be part of the people that will be running propaganda. You can choose to be part of the people that will be making noise and saying all kinds of rubbish. It's not going to stop the Renew Hope Agenda. I just want to let you know that this is the process that is passing through. Are you getting me now? That Renewed Hope Agenda is a process, and it's passing through so many stages. Now, President Tinubu started by, of course, he won election where many people thought he's not going to win, and now he's looking at everybody, assessment of everybody, looking at screening people, appointed different people to work with him, set up his cabinet and team of experts and many people, and now he's trying to get funding, and all of that, you see. So he's passing through that stages. He's building that network that is going to help him achieve his vision. So the Renew Hope Agenda is a vision. It's a vision for the future of Nigeria, for the future on the progress and economy of the country. And that is what I want you to know today. Are you getting me now? So today, things might look as if, maybe it's difficult, it's challenging. Yes, because that is a process. It's going to get to the point where everybody will celebrate. And when you're going to celebrate, you will not remember today. You will not remember maybe what has happened before. You will not remember that people were complaining and shouting. You will not remember that maybe fuel subsidy was removed so that they can be able to achieve this success. You will not remember those days. You'll be remembering, everybody will just be celebrating and say, wow, Nigeria is made. That is what is happening. And I can tell you understand me? I can tell you. I remember those days when they were talking down on Wike. Thank you very much for reminding me, Francis. Many people were talking down on Wike, that Wike is not going to be this, not going to do this. But look at today in Port Harcourt, River State. Many people are happy because of what Wike did. Wike tried to put the structures in place, that for the development of River State. It's just the way it is. I get it now. I cannot forget Erufai. Erufai is somebody, the ex-governor of Kaduna State that built Kaduna. He put foundation. In fact, I saw there's something that Erufai was celebrating today or was talking about. Um, Something agriculture. You see, when they are building this thing, you will not be there. Your own people are busy making rubbish comments, sitting on social media, talking rubbish that Lagos was a swamp. You will not go and form your own your own maybe organization or policies that will develop your space. You'll be sitting down there, you'll be running propaganda. Oh, Lagos was a swamp. Lagos was a swamp. But people are going. We saw even Babajide Sanwo-Olu going to different places to get funding. I saw Babajide Sanwo-Olu in London, in different places, seeking for support and funding for people to come and invest in Lagos. But your own, you are sitting down running propaganda, telling your people that Biafra is coming. You are a criminal. You know what I mean? You're a bunch of criminal. I can assure you that you're a bunch of criminal because there is nothing that will develop in your place, in your region, in your state, if your governors, if your leaders are not doing it, if they cannot see it. They are the one that will build, they are the one that will bring development, they are the one that will put everybody together, train everybody, put things together. That is what I'm talking about. Are you getting me now? So now, of course, you see, President Tinubu said December, the Port Harcourt refinery will start working. Of course, I'm aware that very soon the Port Harcourt refinery should start working. Maybe sometime in 19th of December or thereabout, that things will start working in River State. The refinery at least will start working. But that is leadership. Are you getting me now? President Tinubu, through his renewed hope agenda, is in fact is showing Nigerians a kind of a model of leadership that have not existed since the beginning of Nigeria. That is the form of leadership that President Tinubu is showing, and we can see that he's doing it. I get him. Some people are surprised. Some people don't like it. Some people think, the man is old. He's an ancestor. Yes, he can be ancestor. He can be an old man, but knowledge is not old. Knowledge is never old. Intelligence is never old. Experience is never old. Capacity is not old. That is what President Tinubu is bringing. Something that you don't have. Something that is different. I don't think anybody that have not built their state, any region that have not built their state cannot be given the power of presidency because you want to come and destroy the country. That is it. I can assure you that you are not supposed to be near anything power or leadership or presidency or national leadership because you need to go and build your own space. You need to build your state before you can be given that kind of privilege to be a national leader or president or vice president or anything. Are you getting me now? Build your state. Just like Wike started from his state. In fact, he has handled so many other positions. Of course, he built his state as a governor and he brought it to a level. Look at Godswill Akpabio. The same thing. Build his state to a level. The same thing. You need to look at Erufai. Build Kaduna. In fact, look at Dave Umahi in Ebonyi State. Look at Hope Uzodinma. You need to show example of leadership before you can be trusted to national leadership. We are not joking here anymore. If that is how you have been doing before, it will not work. I can tell you that the renewed hope agenda is a template that is going to propagate the future of the country. I'm telling you, if you are not in the winning team, if you are not in the in the City Boy family, I'm telling you, 50 years, 60 years, 100 years to come, you can never get near it because we are working with intelligent people that are ready to build their own state and to build the country. That is what we are interested in. We are not interested in noisemakers and all of that. Are you getting me now? So that is what renewed hope agenda is. Lagos today is Lagos. Somebody sacrificed it. Somebody thought of the plans many years ago. And I can tell you that when President Tinubu and his team and his people during that time were planning how Lagos will be, so many people, they were not happy. So many people, they were firing them, they were abusing them. But today, Lagos is what it is today, and people are celebrating it. Many of you will say, why are you talking about Lagos? Because Lagos is the only place we can use as a reference point. Today, I can tell you, Kaduna is another place, Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, of course, because of course, you don't know that Akwa Ibom is one of the fastest states, that the fast developing state in Nigeria, because there's a lot of the structures have been set. There is good road in Akwa Ibom. There is go there now, you will see it. That's why some of these IPOP Biafra people are running to Akwa Ibom. They are running to Akwa. They want to go and buy houses. They want to go and as soon when they buy land and buy house, they will not start saying, oh, they are the one that built Akwa Ibom. I am waiting because I know I'm going to be here. I'm waiting for people that will come and say they are the one that built Akwa Ibom. I will ask you, why didn't you build your place first? Look at today, Abia State. Nobody built Abia State. Nobody built Abia State. You did not build Abia State. You want we are waiting for all of you. We are waiting for all your noise making and all of that. Aki Wumi-san will say the plan started by President Tinubu about 20 years ago and followed by other governors after him. Tomorrow they will claim they are the architects of blue train in Lagos by hijacking the reality. This is what they do. I know this. This game is over. Are you getting me now? This game, in fact, when they will try it and they did not succeed, they will looking for a group of people to cause confusion. You saw the latest confusion they wanted to put. They bring Asari Dokubo video, they bring Oba of Benin video, whatever statement, and then it is common sense for you to know people that are indigenous to a certain place. It's common sense. Let know, they know how to use you for politics, for political gain, and you don't know. You never ask yourself, how come they have always been using me for political gain? And you have always been vulnerable because they know that you are desperate. You are so desperate that you can do anything, because for political gain, and you're going to still fail. You will fail woefully. Many times you're going to fail. You will fail and you'll be asking yourself, what have I done? Is it how God hates me? So you will say it because I can tell you that you don't have sense. It's like tomorrow somebody will come and say, oh, they are the one that built Akwa Ibom, or they are the one that, what nonsense. That is, you don't get sense. Have you not get sense? You don't get sense. Michael let him say, knowledge can never be old. Eyeneka ete do udiongangbo. Well, I don't understand what that means. But knowledge can never be old. I've said it before. You can abuse President Tinubu, but he's showing you superior knowledge. Can't you see it? He keep quiet, make noise, did not make noise like you. You've been making noise, but look at it. He defeated all this. My brother, forget it. I say you can't get close. I've told you before that all these people, your political career is, and you'll be here. I'll be here to remind you. I'll be reminding you. I told you I will be reminding you of your propaganda. Some group of people went to Finland. They say, oh, they want Biafra government. They shouted, run propaganda, make videos. Some of them because they want to make money on video, or they don't have problem. If you want to make money on social media, fine. But you see, you cannot be running propaganda because you think it's going to help you. Some people went to feel like they say Biafra government in exile. We're going to do Biafra identity card. Hey God. Do your identity card, but use the Biafra in exile. Is that not? You do all kinds of things. You run propaganda. You make life difficult for people in the southeast, even innocent people, even in Lagos. Sometimes you make life difficult. My brother, you run propaganda. Is not. Can you see that all the propaganda is coming down? Yet you are destroying your political future. Are you getting me now? The kind of destruction that you are doing to your political future is not going to work. It's not going to help you. Now I can see that even the federal government is trying to work closely with the local government, which is something good. Because I've been saying it that the state governors are the ones that have been making life difficult. If our local government is autonomous, maybe that will be the way forward. If the regional system works, maybe that will be the way forward. Because for me, I support people who speak the same language, cluster of people who speak the same language to govern themselves, have their policing system, have their leadership system, because that alone will foster it to be interest. You'll be thinking of your own people, how to develop your space, and before you know it, the competition will grow, just like what happened during the regional system when there was west, east, north, or whatever. Those times, Awolowo, Michael Okpara, and what do you call it, Amadu Bello, there was progress. People were developing, regions were developing until they were so jealous, just like they are jealous in Lagos today. It's the same thing. It's the same hatred and jealousy. They destroy everything and say, oh, Igbos, go anywhere in Nigeria and stay. You own everywhere. That mentality is still in their head. Anyways, I don't have problem. If you like, I will say what I say. Some people will be angry. Some people will not be angry. Some people will understand. Some people don't understand. We don't care. But the fact is that this is the reality and this is the truth. Are you getting me now? This is the reality and this is the truth. So stop doing this your nonsense and propaganda game. It's not going to work. Are you getting me now? Thank you very much, Olatunji. I salute you. LOP will never understand it because their OB did not even have the clear understanding of how things have been done. Despite the fact that he used 8 years in office as a governor, OB na import and exporter. He said it now. He said he's import and export container business. Simple. I've been asking them, show us one policy that OB did. OB, one policy that has been implemented today, or the plan that OB left for for subsequent governors to use to develop Anambra State. There's nothing. That is why Anambra State is the way it is. Professor Soludo, I don't know what he's doing. Whether he has a vision, whether he has a plan for Anambra, I've not seen it yet. I'm not aware. If there's any plan, if there's anything that Professor Soludo have done, show us. There is nothing, you see. But they keep sponsoring criminality, IPOP, Biafra criminality everywhere to be running propaganda and be talking rubbish, claiming people's land, claiming Akwa Ibom, claiming everywhere, claiming Lagos, claiming Ijo, claiming Bayelsa, even claiming America. Don't worry. The time will come that everybody can now understand that your criminality is over. You can set up your Biafra identity card, government, to be collecting money from your, because that is what you people do. Now, I think they have set up a visa center for you in Enugu. There's a visa application center now in Enugu. Because this is part of what Nnamdi Kanu was complaining that, oh, everything they want to do, they go to Lagos, they go to Abuja, they go to, fine. So there is now a visa application center for you in Enugu, right? So you are also waiting for the federal government to open seaport for you. I don't know which region that the federal government opens seaport for. I'm not aware yet. So, but you want the federal government to open seaport for you, because if you do import and export, it's like your life depends on import and export, because you think that without seaport and this thing, you cannot import. You see, that is why all of you every day you destroy the country with your fake produce, your dollars, or all this nonsense thing must stop. We need a government that is going to work, that make things work. You know, this conversation is a lot. There's a lot of things that is in my head to talk about this, but I believe that the team of experts working with President Tinubu understand these things, and they are going to put a system and structure in place that is going to develop this country. It's no longer noise. We need a structure. We need a vision. For example, in the UK, we talk about 50-50, 2050. 2050 vision. There's 2050, there's 2030 vision, there's 2050 vision. We need these things. How is going to be achievable, the structures, and the President Tinubu talk about 2030 vision, of course. President Tinubu talk about 2020, yes, 2030, which is like 2030 and 2027 vision. That is what President Tinubu talk about, because from 2023, another 4 years is going to be like 2027. Yes. So those are the things that we need. Are you getting me now? To move this country forward. Dom Chido says Soludo is doing great job in Anambra State in Sima. Okay, fine. That is what we want. We want a governor. If Soludo do something good, man, wow, we are going to talk about, we need development. We need everybody to be working, because if every state government is working, it means the country will work. That is how it is. We will not see some group of people running to different places and be running propaganda just like they are doing on social media. They can't use the ID card in Nigeria for identification. What a wash brain. Exactly, that's what they have been doing for a very long time. That fake syndics propaganda on social media platform, playing victims and marginalization and others nonsensical lies and hatred will never ever work before anymore in this country. The truth and facts are totally exposed to everyone in this Niger. The game is over. I've told them the game would. I said that every election have consequences, and look at it. Look at how IPOP Nnamdi Kanu used 8 years of Buhari to run a propaganda against President Tinubu, against Buhari, deceive many people. I was part of the people that they deceived in their criminality. But they like, I joined them. But you see, I discovered their criminality and I exposed them. I get it, and that is why they are angry with me. They will bring my video in the past and say, "Oh, look at what Nsima said." I said it until I discover your criminality. That makes me who I am. You know what I mean? Tell us what you say. You use your fake name, fake profile, fake name, fake everything. But me, whatever you bring, I said, I will explain to you why I said what I said. And now I know the truth that you were running a propaganda and deceiving people. Are you getting me now? Deceiving people because of your own secret agenda, political agenda. In fact, I knew it and I was saying it, and some of them started fighting me. Hey, Sima, why are you doing this? I said, we know it. You understand me? We know it. Your propaganda will not work. You know, everything they play the victim card. There's nothing that they have not played victim card in the country. Election time come, you cannot win election. You say, oh, they did not want us to win. Oh, they don't like us. You play victim card. They are trying to bring development in Lagos. You know, trying to put us to place. Oh, they are destroying only our properties. Oh. Only you keep on playing the victim card. Are you so stupid? Before you know it, you come and say, "Oh, Nsima, Akwa Ibom, who know Akwa Ibom, who know Ibibio?" My brother, we don't believe in making noise, but we believe in action. Example is when Ojukwu ran away from the country. and General Philip was here. He was one of the people that was supporting Ojukwu. He did not run away, but Ojukwu ran away for his own life and came back and became a politician in the same Nigeria that he condemned. Can't you see? Can't you see? It tells you that we are better than all of you. But we don't. It's not by making noise. It's not by saying you are better than somebody. It is in your action, in what you do, and that is what we're telling you. But I want to show you something. For so many of you in Nigeria, that many people have not been educating you. Some of you say you want to jackpot, you want to do this. Some of you say, oh, Nigeria is better. Sorry, Nigeria is not good. You want to travel like my brother. There is no place that is good. There is no place that is good. If you don't have sense, you will not. It doesn't matter where you travel to. Whether you travel to abroad, you will not have sense. You will never progress because you don't have sense. You understand me? It doesn't matter. If you are black, you are black. Whether you travel to America, you will still be black. You get the point. I keep saying this thing. If you take a dog from Nigeria to America, it will not change its identity. It will still be a dog. We still give birth to dogs. It's the same thing. If you don't change your mentality, your identity, who you are, it doesn't matter where they carry you to, you still be the same. But I want to tell you that if you always feel that, oh, when people travel abroad, that life become better for them, my brother, you need no less than 5 years to settle down wherever you go outside of the country. In fact, that is if you survive. If you survive it. Listen to me. If you leave Nigeria, you need at least not less than 5 years. If you leave Nigeria, you need at least not less than 5 years to be able to even settle down and understand the system, to even to set yourself or to establish in that country. You need not less than 5 years. Let alone people that use Nkoro way, all these rubbish ways to go to abroad. If they tell you their stories, some of them use different things to try to survive. I get me now, but I'm telling you, many of you that want to jackpot I did not say don't jackpot, because if I say don't jackpot, you say I don't like good thing. Why am I here? You can do anything you want to do, but I'm telling you, if you think that when you just travel anywhere that the money is somewhere, you just go and pluck it, you're just deceiving yourself, man. You're just deceiving yourself. So it doesn't matter where you go. If you don't build your place, if you don't change your mentality, if you don't have a skill, if you don't use your hands, if you don't coordinate yourself, if you don't plan, you're still going to fail. Many people, I know of many people that have made it in Nigeria, and they made it and they are still successful, even despite the situation that is going on, that is why we are supporting President Tinubu, because we believe that President Tinubu is the only president or the only man that have the capacity, the political will, the capacity and the strength and the team of people to help him to achieve success and to put Nigeria back on track. That is why we support President Tinubu. Somebody say Lagos seaport that has been functioning since regional government. Igbos claim it was built by the federal government. Rex said Peter Obi tried to trade Nigerian politics by trying to make Nigeria churches his men warehouse, but he failed. Genuine federalism or regional government is the way forward. Power will no longer be concentrated at the center. President Tinubu knows the solution to this country. I forget it. That is why I supported President, because he's one of the elders. Some people call him forefathers. Some people call him all kinds of names. He understands everything, even during the military, during everything. He was there. He understands the full story. And I love President Tinubu because he does not forget history. He can tell you everything. So don't worry. By the special grace of God, God will use President Tinubu, because many people like using God, to make sure that country move forward. I get me. So I'm not even worried about that. You see, all this with their propaganda they're doing, they are just noise makers. You see, this election have opened up our eyes. How they keep running propaganda. The highest thing they can do is to burn down properties. That is what they have been doing. They don't have sense. They don't have a sense of, okay, what can we do? This energy that we are using to burn down properties, this energy that we are using to talk rubbish, why can't we convert this energy into something useful to build our state or to do something or to make it? They don't think about that. They keep running. That's why I ask people, why will you be saying you are doing activism? The only thing in your activism is to come out on the street and you say you are doing protests. What are you protesting for? Bunch of criminals. They are a bunch of criminals. If the federal government is ready, that wants to solve this problem, all of them should be punished, because they are a bunch of criminals. I'm telling you, for a very long time, it has been going on for ages. Nobody stopped it. No government has been able to stop this criminality. But I believe that this government, President Tinubu, will be able to stop it. I get me now. 247. This government is active, right? Now, let me show you something. Many of you sit down somewhere and you'll be talking rubbish about Nigeria. Let me show you other places, what people are saying. The places that you think is better than your own country. I want to play something for you. Hopefully, it will be clear for you to pay attention to this. Guys, I don't have much time. I just decided to come live to try to do this. You know? Let's see. Hopefully this thing works. You understand me? Hopefully this thing works. But I want you to pay attention to this. Very important conversation. Very, very important conversation. Now, there are so many challenges everywhere in the world as we speak. Let nobody deceive you. Whether you go and ask people that have traveled out of Nigeria how they are, they will not heal. Some of them you will even reach out, you can't reach out to them. Some of them, it depends on how they travel. Maybe if they have gotten a job from Nigeria to maybe the UK or the US or Canada, my brother, for you to settle down in those places is not today, because Nigerians will not tell you the truth. Some Nigerians will not tell you. When they travel abroad, they don't tell you the truth. That is why you don't understand. You don't know. You don't know. You think that when you everything is just when you see some people take pictures, you be using the pictures to rate them and say, oh, my brother, it is beyond that. Are you getting me? It is beyond that. Are you getting me now? So anywhere you talk, they are everywhere. Every place have their own challenges. When you go to America, there are challenges in America as we speak. There is everywhere. They are talking about. If you want to know, go to their news media, American media. You see, they will tell you what is going on in America. If you want to know what is going on in the UK, go and listen. But today, I want you to listen. I want you to listen to what is going on in the UK and some other places all over. It's not just in the UK; it's everywhere. But I want you to listen to this might be a British citizen telling you and complaining of the challenges that they are passing through. I'm not. I'm not the one talking. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at my color. Look at my color. I'm from Africa. Come here. Oh, if a British person complain like this, let alone people like us that live here, you don't understand. You don't understand. That is why we are talking. We are asking our government to fix our country, to work with the right people to move this country forward, because we understand if our country is working, we will not have the economic power. We will not just be moving from places looking for investment. People will come to us because they see that the country is working and they want investment. Francis said, Nsima, where is Ajero? Who's the madon humble? The guy they learn. I tell them now, that was how some criminals somewhere in the name of Biafra government in exile, they were shouting, oh, there will be no election in Imo State. We humbled them. They are a bunch of criminals. That's why we don't respond to them. The highest thing they can do, just like what they have been doing, is to be reporting my pages. They have been reporting my pages from now to tomorrow, my brother. I tell them, yes, I received the report that you are reporting it, but the only thing that it can affect maybe the views or the reach, it doesn't matter, but the page will be live. It will be here, and I will still be passing my message. Are you getting me now? Just to tell you that we are kings and queens, that we overcome the world. Can't you see it? You have tried it for so many times, for many years now, you have not succeeded. Look at it. Ajero was making noise, running propaganda everywhere. You say you want to protest. You want to, even that woman. What's the name of that woman? Ajia. What's that? I've forgotten that Ajia. She said, "Oh, that woman that was working with Obi. What's her name again? Aisha Yusuf." She was like, oh, that you don't know what happened during NSAS, that they did not announce it. They always looking for. I look at her like that, I say, is it the next generation? So all you can do is to be shouting. You were happy that many people lost their life. You cannot convert that energy to do something positive for your own place, for your own region, or think something. I say, all these youth and the British that are supporting you, okay, look, we can contribute 10,000 or 10 this thing and make something and build something that we can use as a reference to the government and say, oh, look at how this is supposed to be. But every day you go and gather miscreant and bomb properties and destroy properties on the road, and you think, oh, you have done something. Can't you see that you are a bunch of criminals? That is why I call you bunch of criminals. If the federal government will catch all of you, will deal with all of you, and nobody will cry. Because nobody will cry because when they were telling you, you did not listen. So yes, Ajero is nowhere to be found. All of them are nowhere. Look at people that have challenged the government are nowhere to be found. Where is Amechi today? We learned that Amechi have gone back to school. Amechi, where is he? He have gone back to school because you refuse to identify with the kings and queens, with the winning team. You'll be left out, man. So where is Amechi today? You are nowhere. Where is Ajero? Nowhere. Where is Oju Sokalu? Are you hearing from him? You are not hearing from people that have been trying to, because they have discovered that their hypocrisy and wickedness failed them. Are you getting me now? The same way, where are you hearing of Obi? Nothing. Nobody. Who is Obi Keredenke? Nobody is Obi Keredenke anymore, because they can see that, man, follow who no road. I told them before, follow who have capacity. You need to follow somebody that have capacity. It's not by noise making. Are you getting me now? So they are nowhere to be found. So Aisha Yusuf, claiming that, oh, the last NSAS, that nobody thought about it. So don't worry, you don't know what is going to happen next. You can't you see that you are a bunch of criminals? Because you can't sit down and think of something that will build the country. You are thinking of NSAS, you are thinking of rally, you are thinking of burning properties, you are thinking of doing rubbish, right? Anyways, they say Aisha and Oraka cash out from obedient movement. Congrats to them. But I want you to listen to a British person, you know, explaining to you what they are passing through in their own country. This is their own country. I'm not the one. Now, this is a British person saying something, telling you what they are passing through in their own country. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this.
Because you stand there and you talk about essentially a person like me, somebody who works full time, I live in social accommodation.
Listen, this, Nigeria, they say there's no work. This one now, she is working. She is a British, you hear the English now, Britico, the people that own the English. She is working, this is not the one. The Nigeria, they will say, oh, we don't get work. We don't get work. There is work. I will go back. Maybe they hear the Britico English. Let me go back so that you will listen. She is.
I don't have any.
Sorry, guys. I want to just go back. And show you something. She is saying that she is working, that how can you talk about person like me that I'm working? I think she said whether she's doing 2 jobs or that, but she's working. But then you need to listen to what she's saying. So in the situation of Nigeria, they say, oh, there's no work, things are difficult. Look at the situation where there is work. Do you know that in the UK now, there's a lot of work, yet people can't find job. There's a lot of work, yet people can't find work. And then when you find work, maybe it's not enough. You listen to the. I'm not the one talking. They see the body na Britico na in own country, Here am na in own country with this, and this is just one example I'm using. There are plenty. Today I just decided to make you see, because whenever we tell you something, understand that the challenge is everywhere. Our president is trying his best. Nigeria has been a very long time. Look at the UK has been a system, has been working consistently. The UK is a system that has been working, develop economy, they have been working consistently and they continually improve. It's not like Nigeria, our National Assembly, I don't know if they are functional. If they go there, they'll be talking things that do not make sense. They are not talking about things that are affecting people every day. But look at in the UK, if you listen to their parliament, their parliamentary session, you will see them deliberating on issues, daily issues every day. They are renovating, they are updating the laws, they are bringing solutions every day in the UK. There is something that they are doing. It's not like Nigeria people. That's why I was like saying some people, they say they want to go to strike. You go to strike now, you don't even work. In Nigeria, government staff don't work. They don't work. What do? They don't do anything. That's the truth. Because if they are doing anything, if they are working, Nigeria could have been more profitable. Even the teachers and lecturers, they are not innovative. I'm telling you, I was there. I see my teacher using old notes to be teaching me. This is the truth, man. If you're saying the truth, you need to improve everything, make things work. You understand me? Every day they are researching. In the UK, they teach you new things. They don't bring old notes. I'll be teaching. You will see new things. They teach you new things. That's why it's developing. Are you getting me now? It's developing. Now look at somebody that owns the country. Is working. It's not even one of. It's not even the people. There are some people that own this country don't work, but this one is working. And look at what she is complaining about. Pay attention. I will allow you to play. Maybe I will stop it in between. You understand me? November 20, they were shouting, oh, they want to come and destroy the country. There will be a revolution. There will be this. My brother, if we catch you on the street, now you go confess. You understand me? But listen to this lady, what she has to say. Pay attention to this.
Because you stand there and you talk about essentially a person like me.
She's working.
Somebody who works full time.
She's
I live
working
in
full
social
time.
accommodation.
Are you hearing?
I don't have anything other than my phone contract on my phone on finance.
Listen,
and yet I've just had to walk out.
She's a pretty girl talking. I don't know why the thing stopped now. Oh my God, what is going on? Play this thing, Joe. Oh. The fathers of the land, they don't come. I don't know why the thing stop. Oh. Let me find out what is going on, guys. Mm, why are you stopping now? Hmm? Why are you stopping? It's very important.
This is for Rishi Sunak.
Sorry, guys. I'll repeat it again. I'll repeat it again. You know, say when we do something now, we go affect. when we try to do something where they don't know before, you will pain them. Okay, now let us continue the story. Now she is addressing this to the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. She mentioned his name, in the beginning of the video. I just called that out. You understand me? Somebody say Amadio had don't enter your computer. Amadio had no fit enter. Hey, my time is gone, guys. My time is gone. Let me just do this. I just finished this and then I'll end this broadcast. Please pay attention to this.
Because you stand there and you talk about essentially a person like me,
She's crying,
somebody who works full time.
She's
I live in
crying.
social
She
accommodation.
work full time. She's crying.
I don't have anything other than my phone contract
Listen,
on like my phone on finance,
Uh-huh.
and yet I've just had to walk out of Aldi because after my bills are paid every month, I am left with £600 to put fuel in my car so I can get to work,
Are you listening?
get my food for the month,
Pay attention.
and do everything else I need to do. And within that, we're coming up to Christmas. After that, I've got to face the 7-week month of fucking January.
Are you hearing? She is.
So I've had to make the decision today, that me not eating's the better way to go about it. So please do tell me how, when I work full time, my car isn't on finance or anything like that. It was paid for cash. My car insurance is paid for yearly in advance, and I save £100 a month
I will
to
upload
make
this
sure that I
video.
couldn't cover it.
Don't worry.
Which, by the way, I did my comparison last night. I'm not even going to be able to afford to have my car as of next month, because even though I have £1,200 saved up, ready for when my insurance comes for renewal, that is not going to cover how much insurance has gone up by. My insurance quotes are coming back at £1,800 minimum.
She's explaining.
Minimum, which is £200 a month.
She's explaining.
£200 a fucking month, because they don't stick it at 1,800.
Okay.
As soon as I have to move that over to monthly pay, now it's 2,500. Which means I'm going to have to pay £200 a month car insurance, meaning what right now leaves me with £600 a month left over my bills.
Yes.
I'm going to be left with £400 a month. That's to pay for my food shopping. That is to get everything else I need, travel to work, everything. And yet I'm supposed to be what you are calling the perfect example. But no, I'm not, am I, Rishi? Because the only way you're a perfect fucking example in this state, in this economy, is if you're in a fucking couple and you're both working and you're both paying for the bills.
Are you hearing it?
But I'm not.
Okay.
I pay my bills. I go to work.
Okay.
And yet it's still not enough for me to be able to eat.
Okay.
But please do justify all your other fucking plans. Well done. You stopped fucking 14-year-olds from being able to smoke. You stopped a dog. A fucking dog.
Okay.
You're the biggest waste of space this country's ever fucking heard of.
Okay. I'm gonna stop it because of the Oyibo language. Somebody say I should explain. My brother, no be me get English. If you listen well, you go hear am. She is saying, say easy. She dey walk. No be say she no dey walk. She dey walk, but dey do am. You dey hear am? Say no dey enough. Say in dey struggle. Say say things don hard. You dey hear am? She dey use all the fucking language because she is angry and she's crying at the same time. My own is that what I just want to bring out here. These are the owners of the country. They are just telling you what they are passing through. This is not the one that will, that is, this is not the one that is even complain that there's no job or you never get job. I can give you example of others who are saying they are not able to get maybe a job that can even pay their bills and all of that. But in Nigeria, you say you no get job. But here you go say job day. You see say job day. But the thing, you know well. So I beg if you know if you understand, tell your tell your tell your Igbo people that know how to speak English. tell your tell your Igbo people wey sabi speak English. They say they speak English pass me. They say me I be Calabar boy before. I be Calabar. I have to promote my language and my identity. Now this lady said somebody said she even get car, they complain. So some people will go fight me now. Then go say hey, forget, say UK poverty, no be Niger poverty. Hey, say this and that, say their own different. Say their own poverty. They you go talk any all kind things. Now you get your mouth. Now you get your mouth. Hmm? But I'm just telling you that the challenge is everywhere. You understand me? You understand me? It's everywhere. You that is thinking that, oh, you're in a worse situation, my brother. I don't think you're in a worse situation. Be happy. Think of a way out. Get a skill. Do something different. Before you know it, you will achieve. You understand me? Don't sit down and be running propaganda. Join IPOP criminals, Biafra criminals, to be terrorizing your community, talking rubbish. You know, instead of you to hold your governors, your leaders accountable, you are running propaganda everywhere. It's not going to help you. You understand me? It's not going to help you. Even if I keep quiet, sometimes I feel like let me just keep quiet. Let people keep running your propaganda. But at the point, I feel I can't keep quiet. You understand me? Let me just tell you so that you won't say somebody did not tell you. You see, you can run your propaganda from now till tomorrow. It's not going to work. We challenge all those people today now to come out and say they want their Biafra. It's time. It's time for you to come and say you want Biafra, you want to leave the country. They have been saying, come and say it now. Instead of you to run propaganda everywhere, there are people that are ready to support you. You understand me? So come and do it. Let us see. Instead of you run propaganda and be talking rubbish, you go to they accommodate you, you make it, and you are saying, oh, you are the one that built this. You are the one. Look at you. Your mentality is so poor. But instead, you say you are the one that have the biggest smart mentality. You better than people. Your own mentality is so poor because they accommodated you in someone's place and you are making it. Maybe you have grandchildren, you build houses, and you have lived there for years. You are now saying you own the place. Stupid. You make reference to your own. Who live in your own place? Nobody live in your own place. Can you boast of anybody that invests in your place and stay in your place? No, because they cannot. In fact, I did not want to do this, but because let me just do this and as a conclusion. In the course of this election for the past how many weeks and months now, some idiots have been saying, oh, the latest propaganda now or their latest trend now is, oh, don't invest in Lagos, don't bring money to input in Nigeria, don't invest in Lagos, let's go back to the southeast and develop. Now, I will give you a story of somebody who just went back now. What is it? Okwa or Kuko, whatever. I don't even know what they call him. Whatever they call him, I don't care. But this is one of the people, IPOP criminals as well. He's one of the IPOP criminals. They say he went back to the southeast to develop in the southeast, according to their story. They say they want to develop. They want to go back to the southeast to develop. Do you know what happened? They buy the brother. They buy him. They buy him. The ESN IPOP criminals, they catch the brother and they buy him. When they buy him, I'm telling you, this is a very serious issue. Let me play. So this brother sent it to me. He was explaining to me. Well, let me see. I think maybe this is the one. Let me see. Let me try to play so that you listen. In fact, they are shouting. You want to go and develop South. You want to go now. This is a typical story of what happened recently. Their brother went home to the southeast, and the brother did not come alive. In fact, so many people have gone home, they did not come back alive. You understand me? That's why last year all of them they stay in Lagos, they stay in Akwa Ibom. They can't go to the southeast. Ask yourself why. IPOP Biafra terrorist criminal organization. You are a bunch of criminals, whether you like it or not. The federal government must deal with criminals. Of course, there's a lot of reports of the federal government dealing with them. We saw loads of ESN IPOP criminal that was captured in Anambra. Is it today or yesterday or 2 days ago? I think yesterday or 2 days ago. We saw them. All of them, they ras all of their camps. They captured them. They are Biafra. Bunch of these are the people kidnapping people. They will come out on the road, kidnap people, take their cars, and go and be dismantling the cars and be asking for ransom. Olatunji say Nsima, when will Simon Ekpa be sworn in as the new PM of Biafra Republic? And where is the headquarters of Biafra Republic? We will soon find out from them. We are waiting for them. we are waiting for them. Somebody say Lagos is still full. Igbos not. Let's see how this year will be now. Thank you very much for that comment. Let us see how this year will be. We are waiting for them. I want you to listen to the ones that they say they want to travel. Pay attention to the one that they say they want to go and develop in the southeast. Somebody sent a video of what happened to them. Most of them, they did not even reach home. They were captured on the road. Most of them, the IPOP, their brothers and sisters, they are the one that captured them. It's no longer Fulani herdsmen. It's no longer this. They are the one that captured themselves, and they, oh my God. You need to understand. You need to understand what I'm saying.
You see this preaching, preaching that IPOP, this preaching where IPOP they do, asking people to come back home to invest, come back to the southeast to invest. A guy called Okechukwu Nemeka, who has he does importation of headphone and all these things. He went back to his village to survey a property where he will build a place where he can be supplying phone accessory.
Okechukwu went back home. He went back home from Lagos. He went back home to go and develop the southeast, according to their story. They use the word develop. They don't know what is the meaning of develop. I don't know whether develop means to build house. The develop means to build house. You understand me? He went back home. And look at the story. He said he does phone business. What nonsense! He import importation of phones. He be doing importation of phones. He be importing fake phones or second-hand phone and be selling in Nigeria. So that is the development he wants to bring to the south. Can you imagine? So that importing fake phones and components of phones and all that is business. Is what the people are making noise. Are you listening? I'm telling you fact and figures. Whether you like it or not. I tell them, the only thing you can do is to be reporting my page. There's nothing you can do more than that. You threaten me, you say if you see me, you will take my life. Simple. That's the only thing you can do. When you see me, take my life. Let's see. Simple. You think that somebody that come live on video with my face, with my real name talking, you think that person don't know what he's doing? You are making noise. You understand me? You are making noise. So the Okechukwu from Lagos went to southeast to go and develop. I want you to listen to
They don't kidnap the guy, you. They don't kidnap the guy now, so they talk to you. In they beg the kidnappers, they don't say invest, in go invest. Say they say make they no do invest in Lagos, don't come back. Kidnappers they tell us say no, whether na Biafra territory now you enter. So they don't kidnap us. So but people they shout, come and invest in the southeast, come and invest in the southeast. Now for security reasons, now make people they run away from southeast. Make them no kill them. You want to talk about the people where they put juju for your land. When you come, they will go put juju for your land. When you march the land, you die. So if they shout, that's where they kidnap. Now waiting you want to talk.
Did you hear that? That is the story of what is going on in the southeast. You understand me? Who is doing it? Is it Fulani herdsmen? Huh? Is it Fulani herdsmen? I'm asking you a question. Is it Fulani herdsmen? No. It's not Fulani herdsmen. You are the one terrorizing yourself, running propaganda in the name of IPOP. IPOP is criminal. It's a terrorist organization. We have said it many, many times. IPOP is a criminal organization. Fraud is a criminal organization. We don't have problem. Let the elders of Igbo land come and tell us what they want. If they are supporting the IPOP criminals, the Biafra criminals in what they are trying to do, let us know, because their propaganda and their victim what do they call it, victim card that they always play. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work anymore. I get me now. I can assure you that this time around we have destroyed those their propaganda. We have destroyed those their rubbish that they have been using for a very long time, uh, to deceive people. They will say, oh, Fulani herdsmen is the one doing this. All those things are nonsense. They will say this and that. They say, oh, marginalization, they are nonsense. Because if we do the census of the country, if you want to do as we have our investigation, everywhere you go, you will see Igbo man, just like everywhere in the world. There is nobody's marginalizing you, nobody's doing you. The person that is doing you are your leaders, your state governors, your senators. They are the one making sure that there's no progress. They are the one making sure that you cannot hold them. You don't know that they are the cause of your problem. You are always making reference to the federal government. Okay, I wanted to use that one to stop, but lastly, because I did not even have time to comment on things that is happening recently. We saw our president and some delegates, of course, it was in Dubai, the climate change, whatever, yeah, the climate change something, the climate change conference, in that happened. Is it last week or yesterday or still going on? Did I even know that one? But my concern is the comment of Obingos. They are all Obingos and Bingos. They always like to deceive themselves. Now I saw this. Uh, you say FG delegates delegation to the COP 28, National Council 32, this and that, total 422 and all of that, right? This is the delegates that attended the climate change conference, of course. And then we saw different comments. We saw different comments by different people, especially Obi, who is a failure. Even in his thinking and his mindset, is always failure. That shows he's a. I've told you people that is a failure. It's only his brothers from the south will be hailing him because they don't know. They don't know. They only know how to count money in Onitsha market. I said this thing many times, and I'm not bringing what I said. I'm not taking it back. You understand me? That is it. That is what they do. He will keep deceiving them, just like he deceived them that he used the money to invest, Anambra State money to invest, and then when he, oh my God, it's bunch of criminals everywhere. But you see, so these were according to the report, the delegate that went to the conference, the climate change conference. Okay, now we listened to some comments from was it Obi or something, talking all kinds of things, and I think here Reno Omokri was I think was reacting uh, to the comments of some people. I don't know, is it Reno Omokri? We saw the delegate that was moving. We saw lots of people, right? Lots of people, and this alone intimidated. Did you see the delegate? I saw the video. This delegate intimidated the what they call them, Obingos, because I told them before that President Tinubu. You see, I keep telling them they don't understand. Whenever I say something, listen to me. I said that President Tinubu have a team of people, experts, that are ready to work with him. You understand me? I getting me now? That are ready to work. So Obi, I think, inflated the numbers of delegates that went to see that went with the president, with the federal government. They say that it was the federal government that sponsored. Is it 1,480? You understand me? But actually, the federal government only sponsored 422 people. It doesn't matter how many people the federal government sponsored. That is not. You see these people. That will remind me. This is. I didn't want to talk about this, but I'll just make a reference to it. That will reminds me of something. There is a chart. There's a chart of the budget of every country. You understand me? There's a budget of every country. There's a chart. Nigerian budget is not even up to anything. You know what I mean? I'm expecting that the next budget, President Tinubu our budget should be 2 times of our population. You understand me? Our budget should be 2 times of our population. Are you getting me now? There's a reason for that. Do you know the population of the UK? Please, somebody should go and do the research because I'm going to do it. Next time we'll talk about it. Do you know the budget of the United Kingdom? Do you know their population? Do you know the budget of South Africa? Do you know their population? You don't know. Go and find out. Go and find out. For us to be able to, move this country forward, we need a budget that should be 2 times or 3 times of our population. Are you getting me now? So you got the people working. I told you that President Tinubu has a team of people. That is the only way he can succeed. He has people, experts, and people that's going to work with him. There are lots of people working with him. So they saw these people working with. He was intimidating them, and they decided to inflate the numbers. It doesn't matter whether President Tinubu sponsored 5,000 people to anywhere in the world. That is not the point. As long as they go there and they come back with results, tangible results and ideas that is going to move the country forward. Are you getting me now? It only shows that it's ignorance that is disturbing this. So we saw the delegates. Of course, we love them. We like them. Let them go. It's not just going to be all this conference. People will go to conference and come back, nothing to write home about. But I want to show you the reaction of Reno Omokri. Of course, for some time now, Reno Omokri have been so outspoken. I've been countering all these bingos. You know how Reno Omokri, how they have been fighting Reno Omokri, because even Reno did not support Obi and all of that. Even as Reno supported his own candidate Atiku, but he never one day, see any good thing in Obi or Obingos and all their propaganda. And then they have been fighting him. But then Reno Omokri have been taking it upon himself to counter most of their lies and their criminality. But I want you to pay attention to the response or to the comment of Reno Omokri on this. Remember, Obi and his brothers, they started running propaganda. I told you. You see, many times I tell you something, maybe some of you forget. I said that these people, the only way they have been surviving is propaganda. They have only been running propaganda for a lot. See, there is nothing else that IPOP have been. Is only surviving based on propaganda. If there is no propaganda, there is no way IPOP, Biafra, all these marginalization and victim playing the victim card can work. It's only based on propaganda and lies. You see, propaganda and lies. But Reno Omokri have been tackling them for a very long time now. I just want you to listen to his reaction to this. You understand me? Despite the fact that, of course, Reno has his own candidate, but he believes that there's no way Obi can ever win, and that is the truth. I want you to listen to the reaction. He's saying that Obi's comment on federal government's delegate to the COP28 is a sign of ignorance. Obi has always been ignorant. I've said it many times, and many people don't understand because I witnessed it. I was in Anambra State when Obi was a governor. It was a disaster. There's nothing to write about. And today is it. It's continuing to be. So I want you to listen to Reno's...
your strong stance condemning media reports of the bogus delegate. What's your new stance with the federal government clarifying the number?
Well, I mean, I did say that anybody who believed that story is a...
So that is Reno. He wants to, make his own comment on that. Of course, I told you before, IPOP, Biafra, Obi is part of it. This is not, he always run propaganda. You understand me? Then the federal government have to come and clarify it. I don't even know why the federal government should focus on results. Forget about the propaganda of Obi. If you want to punish criminals, punish criminals. There must be consequences for criminality. Are you getting me now? There must be consequences. People spreading misinformation, there must be consequences, not just to counter it down. There must be consequences. People like we will counter them, but the job of the federal government is to apply the law and to follow the law. There must be consequences for the criminalities, for the propaganda. So let's listen to Reno condemning in strong terms the comment of Obi, just like he's so ignorant in everything.
The person of below average intelligence. I mean, Sahara reporters who broke that story are a notoriously dishonest media. And it was followed by other, famously dishonest media, Arise TV for one, and other people. Look,
You see, so Reno Omogri have already highlighted some of the dishonest. He called them dishonest media. We call them unwise TV and propaganda media and misinformation media. All of them unwise TV. Is he put Sahara reporters, of course. Ever since Showore lost election, the Sahara reporters have not been functional in their reports are not. I don't know what is going on there, but you see, it shows that there's something wrong, man. They always all of them have personal interest. Showere wanted to be president. He failed many times, and then he keep on saying this and that, the many things. Bring idea to work with the government to bring idea. Bring your. Let us see how your idea. Bring one idea that has worked. Nothing. Bring idea that have nothing. So anyway, that's by the way. I don't have problem with Showere, but he's doing his own. But I'm just saying, like all these people running propaganda, all these media houses running propaganda, that's it. So Reno highlighted it that on Wise TV, they are running propaganda. They are dishonest. They're just working. They are just there. They claim to be opposition media, but what they are doing is misinformation. They don't know how to criticize. They don't know how to use whatever they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do. Are you getting me now? So you see what I'm talking about. Tayo say the United Kingdom population is estimated at 67 million or nearly 68 million people at mid-year. But what do you know their budget? Please go and find out their budget. Go and find out budget for 2023. United Kingdom budget. Please go and find out. Nigeria budget is nothing. Some people are already complaining. It's nothing, man. We need to have a budget that will bring this country out of. We should not be comparing Nigeria budget to any developed country. You are talking rubbish, man. You don't know what the develop. They already have the systems in place. They are only building on it consistently. Nigeria needs to. We need a strong foundation. Are you getting me now? The only challenge is that how can we fund our budget? Because I don't believe in actually borrowing money to pay debt and all those things. No, if we are borrowing money to fund our project, we are using this money to fund the capital projects like buying machines, building roads, things that will invest, that will bring more income. Are you getting me? So yeah, that is the only thing I don't disagree. But you see, we need our budget 2 times of the population of the country to move the country forward. That is the way to do it. I'm telling you, I'm going to draw a kind of comparison with the budget, and I will show you everything that is going on. But I just want you to listen to the comment of Reno on what Obi said.
I went on the website for COP28. I did it online. The story went viral. I went there and I registered today as a delegate. Registration is very easy, and anybody, you can take me on, you can actually go there and register. So now Nigeria doesn't just have 1,411 delegates, we now have +1, me, but I'm not going to go. And I'm a private citizen.
You see that? So the obedient IPOP Biafra criminals, they did not know that this climate change program is open for everybody. They don't know that. I can apply if I want to go there, or even if I don't, I can watch online. I can do it. So these people don't. I told you that IPOP people running propaganda. So Reno is telling us that he also applied. You see now, anybody can apply. This is climate change. These are programs that are free, that are already been sponsored. But you can, if you want to be there, you need to pay your transportation and all of that. Are you getting me now? So you see,
what they do is that when you register, they ask you to produce your passport of nationality. And when you produce that, your passport of nationality, what happens is that you are now included as a delegate from the country whose passport you hold. So it was patently, dishonest for Sahara reporters to. If you look at what Sahara reporters said, they said that presidency funds 1,411 people with public funds. And then for a presidential candidate like Peter Obi to have jumped on that bandwagon, it only shows just his level of intelligence.
Exactly. Oh, my people. We'll talk about these things. You see, say me, I need a rush. I have a lot of things I do at the moment, so I don't have much time. But you see, I'm just saying, these people, their propaganda has been finally exposed. I'm so much happy that Reno Mokri has put himself in a position where he's doing a lot to counter all these propaganda of IPOP people. Reno, I've seen so many write-ups, articles of Reno countering the IPOP. That tells you that there is no atom of truth that has ever come out from these IPOP Biafra people. Even the so-called elder, they're supposed to correct them. My brother, people in my place, elders in my place are of that age, they correct wrongdoings. But I don't know the elders in this place what they do. They aid and abet, aiding and abetting the criminality of the younger generation or of their ignorance. Just like what Reno Mogri said, their ignorance is too much. I get me now. Who is going to help them? There is nobody. They only count money on nature. I've said this thing many, many times, and people think that I'm joking. They only know how to count money in Onitsha. Bring money now, you will see their eyes. Even in my videos and in my pages, they say, "Oh, Nsima, you have collected money. How much did they pay you? The money is going to finish." But you don't share my video. I don't have views. So where is the money? Yeah, you are a bunch of criminals. You never know anything. Your eyes will wake up one day. So you see, so Sahara reporters posted something. Obi went and took it and started running with it. After now, Sahara reporter will say, "Oh, they are doing investigation." Okay, so 100 and something people attended from Nigeria, fine, because that is the delegate you saw on the website. Okay, fine. So did you do your investigation to find out how many of these people were actually sponsored from the federal government? Because this is a normal conference for the public. Climate change conference are a conference for the public. Anybody can attend. Anybody can attend it if you want to. But I don't even know why our own government will be attending all these things, because I still of opinion that we don't need all these things. We need to stay back home and build our country. That is what we need. These people, they are talking about climate change. For us, we are hungry in Nigeria. You understand me? Most people are hungry. Most people are looking for jobs. Most people don't have good roads. Most people need good roads. So this is what the federal government should be focusing on. But let me just finish this.
Because why would you believe that a government would pay for 1,411 people to go on a conference like that? I was a presidential spokesman for 5 years, or rather for 4 years. Before any of these conferences, the presidency writes through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they write to several businesses, organized private sector, non-governmental organizations, youth groups, all kinds of people to see how many people in Nigeria will be interested to go. It doesn't mean that you're going to fund them.
You see? Do you see that? Did you see that? So, guys, I don't want to continue again on this because I don't have time, guys. My time is gone. But this is exactly what I will tell you. It's just like what Reno is doing, and even the federal government is doing to counter some of them. The only thing I don't like what the federal government is doing is that they are not punishing criminals. If they don't punish criminals, criminals will continue to multiply. They will have to be punished and punished in the public for others to see. That is my own. There is enough evidence that IPOP, Biafra people, Obingos have been running misinformation propaganda for a long time. What is the punishment? This is not free speech. This is not freedom of speech. This is misinformation, and misinformation is a security threat. Are you getting me now? Misinformation is a security threat in the hierarchy of security. If misinformation is a security threat, and something must be done about it, but the federal government just keep mute. The federal government is not punishing criminals. That is the only problem that I have with this government. I don't know when they will start to punish criminals, because as long as they don't punish criminals, criminals will continue to multiply with their misinformation, with their propaganda, just like Obi is the head. I told you before that Obi was the head. He was part of the IPOP Biafra. That is why he never condemned them. Anything Obi say, they will use it and run. It's the same thing. IPOP will do the same. Obi will do the same. All of them, they are doing the same thing. The same people, birds of the same feather, they are the same basket. I get me now. Francis say, bros, that summit yielded Nigeria a good dividend. I'm not aware of what climate change summit will yield to Nigeria. I'm not aware. If you know, tell me. I'm not aware what it will yield to Nigeria, please. Please don't even go that way. I'm not aware. Because I understand what climate change is. I'm not aware what climate change, whatever will yield to Nigeria. I'm not aware. We need our problem in Africa is different from any other person. Our problem in Africa is our own structure and system. Let us put it in place. Let us stop any conference will just go. What nonsense? What nonsense? Are they addressing our problem? They are not addressing our problem. The problem in Africa is unique. You understand me? Let us solve our own problem, man. I don't know. That's all I can tell you, but this is the truth. If you don't, it's not everybody is going to understand or like what I'm telling you. Are you getting me now? Our own problem is different from all these things that they are doing abroad. Let us solve our own problem. It's not every problem that they organize you go. Why can't we organize our own conference in Africa that will suit our own? Let all those people come and bring their investment and come and pay hotels and stay. Okay, 422 people that went to Dubai or where is it? Do you know how much that money is? It's still big money. Let us be holding conference in Africa. In fact, Africa is a place that's supposed to need conference. It's not all these places. We'll be going to conference that is not adding any value to Nigeria or Africa. I don't know if you get my point. We have our biggest problem. Our biggest problem, electricity problem. Our biggest problem is still there. It's a shameful something, but we still have electricity problem. It's still there. There is no road in the UK that is not constructed. Anywhere, in fact, every road is constructed and is mapped. Do you know what that means? Every road in the UK is constructed, mapped, and digital. And there is a maintenance whatever timeline put in place for the future. And now every day we go to conferences that are not necessary. That is my own. I've said it. I'm against our government traveling abroad looking for investment and attending conferences that is not bringing any value to Nigeria or Africa. That is what I'm against. It's not just about President Tinubu. Any government in Africa is supposed not to be doing all those things. We are using our own money that we don't even have to go to places and that does not make sense. We need to organize conferences. Let them come and invest in Africa. Let them come and bring. We have resources. We partner with companies that can come. Just like the news I heard this today. That is it Beggar Hedges? Of course, I know that Beggar Hedges is already in Nigeria. Is already in Nigeria for partnering with electricity. We need. This is the kind of thing we need, my brother. Our road is not yet. None of. See, let me say, 1% of Nigerian roads is yet to be constructed. And we are busy going to climate what? 1% of Nigerian roads is yet to be completed or constructed. I'm not even talking about maintenance put in place. It's yet to be. Every road in America is constructed and digitalized and mapped. You don't know what that means. If you use the Google map or anywhere, it will tell you direct where you are going. It's not like the one in Nigeria, it will take you to the bush. Every road, and they have all these what do you call it? Mailing system. Well planned. Where is our mailing system in Africa? We have a lot of things to do. It's not you going to. We are just spending our money for nothing. This is the part of the thing that I don't agree with this government, and that is my criticism on this government. You understand me? That is my criticism on this government. This government cannot join previous government to be traveling abroad to attend nonsense events that is not solving the major challenges of Nigeria and Africa. That is my submission on this conversation. You might not like me, but that is the truth. See, many of us that live abroad, we can contribute to the success of Nigeria and Africa. But even our government do not give us opportunity to do that. They don't listen. They are just busy, some of them busy enjoying themselves, taking our money and be traveling everywhere. We don't need that. Look at the country. How many functional health system? So that is what I don't agree. So some of these conferences that our government are going is not working. That is not suitable. It's not going to bring the country forward. That is my own submission on that. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much before I talk waiting others will verse. I don't already talk something where many people don't verse. We say the truth because we are kings and queens and we overcome the world. Thank you very much. Francis said, indeed, Obi once again exposed low knowledge and of government operations. Obi could have been a disaster, we already know. Just in case, say, please mention that clown Showore is another nobody looking for relevance. Showore has always been doing what he's doing. Akin Wumi said, Samuel said, they know that they are not telling the truth, but they just want everyone to believe their lies. They are pathological, compulsive liars. Francis say, oh, I've already read that. Akin Wumi Samuel says something urgent and efforts is that must be done to stop these fake cynics propaganda and fake news information to pull the government down as they did for 8 years during President Buhari government. Yes, yes, I've been saying that many times for the federal government to there must be consequences for people running propaganda in the country. I've said that many times. There must be consequences. It's not just there must be consequences. Yes, it's good to counter consequences for running propaganda every day, misinformation that can cause a lot of confusion and problems. It's a security threat. Misinformation is a security threat of security infrastructure, of course, or detection. Misinformation is number one. Misinformation is number one. Somebody say, what does Obi know about climate change? Obi never even finished building road in his hometown. He want to go and do climate change. Kehinde Yusuf say that is the fact. You said it all. This government should build home investors will come if house is okay. Exactly. Thank you very much. If we build our house, investors will come. They will see reasons to come because we have the largest economy, we have the largest human resource, intelligent and biggest human resource. Over 70% of Nigerian population are youth who are educated, graduates, and have skills. Some of them have skills. And then we have the largest deposit of natural resources for any industry or manufacture, for anything that you need in the world. So we just need to build our house, put our house in order for this thing to work. Yes, I know we still need to, have a connection, travel, and all of that. But I'm just saying that this is what I think at this point should be of focus for the government to focus on. I don't expect us traveling to all these climate things, this, that. If you don't, in case you don't know, the UK government and every other government, they are working tirelessly every day on issues that affect them. For example, they recently opened up the visa, of course, application for many people to migrate. If you need job skill, what do you call it, skills shortage, visa route or route, what do you call it, all of them. And then you see that there's a problem. How many years now? Is it up to 2, 3 years? They opened that visa application for shortage skill, like all these healthcare system, other doctors and all that. Now they see that is a problem to the country, and they are working on it to sort out that problem. But in Nigeria, we have lots of issues that have not been sorted out. They allow it to keep compounding or increasing or whatever to the point that it will get out of hand. We are saying today that we need the federal government to deal with the problem, with the issues of misinformation and propaganda and media houses running propaganda and misinformation. The federal government is still keeping quiet, it's not doing anything. Some of them, they will still use it for their own benefit. They will not do something about it. But these things cannot happen in a developed place because immediately it happens, they will put a measure in place, a system in place to curtail the excesses of misinformation. So we have been saying this thing for a very long time. I don't know why there's a delay. We want to see people punished for spreading misinformation and propaganda everywhere. Are you getting me now? Guys, that is by the way. I don't have much time. My time is up. Thank you very much, guys. We continue to pray for the president for knowledge, understanding, you know, um, wisdom to choose the right team of people, to make the right decision, and of course, the policies that is going to help put this country back on track. Of course, new refineries about to be built again, according to the news from different sources. Our refinery is supposed to be working from 19th of December, hopefully, and many other things that the president has put in place. So we continue to pray for president for more knowledge, understanding, to put the right team of people in place, appoint the right people, select the right people that's going to work with him to bring success and to move this country forward. That's our prayers, guys. We want this country to move forward, um, at least, for everybody, maybe if possible, and then for all of us patriotic Nigerians, you know, to be alive in good health as well, to enjoy this government. That's our prayers, and that's our prayers. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akbarawa Nsima, the first son of Idu, and from Akwa Ibom. Our job is to make sure that we continue to fight in order to protect and to defend our land. May God bless all of us. May God bless you. May God bless our president. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, guys. Stay blessed.